Okay, hello, internet world. This is Norma Joe. I just had a nice workout, so I'm gonna now read some more of this. Maybe I can even finish the story. We'll see. All right, where was I? Cut to back out in the club. Everyone is still boogieing down and having a grand old time. Two random ass extras are sitting on the couch talking. One of them is taller and wearing a solid gold disco suit. The other one is shorter and dressed in blue and white. There you go. Gold extra. Did you know that Klaus Kinski is in Fistful of Dollars? He's a deranged psychopath. Oh, and in the movie he plays an evil cowboy. White and blue. Says something in a foreign language. Gold extra. Ugh, you have such a smart mouth. Sulu walks by, looking kind of down and depressed. He sighs and pulls a hand through his hair, taking off the bramble antlers. He sits down on a couch and rests his chin on his hand. Sulu, murmuring to himself. I don't know why I still hoped. I knew it was impossible. Even if I did make it here, the chances were so slim. Then Joshie and Dawson step in. They sit down on either side of him. Joshie, what's not possible? Sulu looks up. Oh, nothing. Just, I was trying to meet someone here. I knew they wouldn't be here, but I guess I just hoped that somehow. Just then the music gets quiet. The MC gets on the mic. MC. Alright, all you fly people, here's a soft one for all you slow dancers out there. Enjoy it, lovebirds. The music starts. This fucking cat. Look, do you see this giant tail? Where was I? The music starts. Music. Oh god, I don't want to sing this. Day after day, I must face a world of strangers where I don't belong, and that gets droll. All the space people in the club start partnering up and slow dancing. Sulu looks up across the dance floor longingly, but then suddenly he thinks he sees something. He sits up straighter, curiously. Music. It's nice to know that there's somewhere I can go where you're always there, you'll always care. Sulu gets up abruptly and takes off walking across the floor. Dawson and Joshie watch him go, a little confused, but they figure it just must be the call of the wild. Music. When there's no getting over that rainbow, he moves straight across the floor, locked on target, nudging aside couples and ignoring their dirty looks. Music. When my smallest of dreams won't come true. He gets closer and closer. Music. I can take all the madness the world has to give. He grabs a stranger by the shoulder. Music. But I won't last a day without you. The stranger turns around. It's Ahura in a long flowing ball gown. She has glittery makeup and big old long fake lashes. When she sees Sulu, she smiles at him. A smile of true love. His expression melts into the same. They lean in and kiss each other romantically, like they've waited an eternity for this moment. All our heroes come and gather around them on the dance floor. All our heroes. Aww. Leia. Sulu, why didn't you just tell us you were on a mission of love? Sulu blushes. Sorry, I wasn't sure you'd understand. On the Enterprise, our love is forbidden. It's too radical there. We had to steal away and trick them into letting us have shore leave at the same time, so we could meet somewhere in secret, together. Ahura, not to mention the captain, the American tyrant, wanted me for himself, but I always refused him. Sulu, I wish. Sulu, but now we can finally be in peace, at least for 2 weeks. Next door people are, I don't know if that's the next door people or if that's just the house creaking. I don't know. The two of them hug sweetly. A very light little white dust falls from the ceiling. Joshie puts out her hand. Joshie, it's snowing. Leia, it's so beautiful. Luke, the first snow of the season. He puts out his tongue to catch snowflakes on. Luke, whoo! And then all of a sudden, the electricity gets cut out and everything goes to pitch black and quiet. Everything is chillingly still. Luke gets his saber and puts it on, using the green light to see by. A scary figure in a red shirt and a pig mask quickly throws a garbage bag over his head. Oh my god, and then everything goes to black again. Cut abruptly to Luke being shoved into a small jail cell, along with Leia, Han, Dawson, and Joshie, all with bags over their heads. The jail cell door locks behind them, and a creepy little robot arm comes out of the wall and takes the bags off them. They They've all been cleaned up a little bit, so no more antlers, cotton, werewolf pelts, or none of that shit. So basically, they're back to their, like, default costumes. Also, with no explanation, Leia is finally back in her iconic white dress and out of the bikini slave outfit. Han, glancing around the jail room. Well, this looks familiar. Just then, they hear the squeaky hinge of the outer door opening. Everyone looks over as a creepy-looking cop in an all-black uniform and a black hood, carrying a pitchfork, walks into the cell block. Cop points at Leia. Your presence is requested by the warden. They all look at Leia. She slowly rises, accepting her fate. Han, don't! She walks towards the cell door. Han tries to stop her, but some creepy black ribbons that move as if they're alive come out of the wall. The ribbons snatch him and the rest of our heroes, too, and tie them all up against the wall by the arms and legs. That reminds me of that Pokemon meme where it's like, where Sylveon is like, my bows are made of flesh. Han, Leia, don't go. Leia, sadly, I must. Han, but it's Christmas Eve. Leia smiles sadly. Oh, you remembered. The creepy cop opens the cell door for her and she comes out. He shuts the door behind her. Everyone else, we love you. Leia sentimentally, I know. I'm so fucking sick of that joke now, but at this time, I guess it was still okay. She turns and follows the cop out of the cell block and into the next chamber, out of sight. The next chamber is a creepy-ass, scummy-looking interrogation room. The cop shows her to a little black chair in front of a metal table, and she sits down. On the other side of the table is a big swivel chair with its back turned to her. You know, the typical big boss type of shit. A distorted voice comes from the other side of the chair. Oh, I guess this is a little, like, Darth Vader reference, even though he's really not in the story. Voice. Thank you, my servant, for bringing the princess to me. Now be gone with you. The cop nods and then turns and walks out of the room. Voice. Welcome to my chamber. I'm glad you agreed to speak with me. Leia, did I really have any choice? Voice. No, I suppose not. I'm guessing you're curious, aren't you? You're craving to know who I am. Leia, flatly. You're Kirk. He turns around swiftly in his chair, and sure enough, it's Kirk. Kirk, looking smug, he puts down the voice distorter thing. Are you surprised to see me? Leia, no. Kirk, you seem afraid of me. Leia, I do? Kirk, you don't have to be afraid. I'm not some monster from one of your fairy tales. I didn't bring you here to harm you. I just wanted to talk. Leia, talk? She leans back slightly in the chair. Alright, six-shooter, let's talk. Kirk, all I want to know is why. Why is a nice, beautiful girl like you running all around the galaxy with four troublemaking young men? What's driven you to do such a thing? Leia, well, first of all, it's not four guys, it's three guys and a chick. Kirk, what? Leia, continuing on. Secondly, they're my friends. One for all and all for one. Kirk, but that's childish, can't you see? You're almost a mother yourself, and you're a daughter of kings. Leia, well, adopted daughter, but okay. Meanwhile, back in the prison cell, Han is growling and chewing on the black ribbons like the wolfman trying to chew his way out of a straitjacket. The others are all cheering him on. Joshie, yeah, man, you can do it, woohoo! She turns to Dawson. Joshie mutters under her breath. This is hopeless. It's really sad to watch. Han, it's not hopeless. You know how many times I escaped death before? A lot, okay? This trap isn't gonna get the best of me. Every trap has some switch, some hidden brick, some secret that suddenly the part of the wall where he's tied up spins around and puts him on the other side of the wall. You know, that old cliche, like in Abbott and Costello. Now, Han finds himself in a completely different room. It's a creepy, slightly blood-stained, dismal-looking large bathroom with terrible fluorescent lights. Just picture like the setting of the first Saw movie, you know, something like that. Han looks all around. Then suddenly he hears creepy-ass footsteps from the dark side of the bathroom. The dark side of the bathroom. I like that. A dark figure comes nearer and steps out of the shadows. It's McCoy. Oh god, no. Han tilts his head. You? McCoy. Yes, me. I bet you thought we'd never catch you, Han. Han. Well, I mean, it would be kind of stupid to say yes now. McCoy just gives him a long look. They look at each other like that for a while. Then Han breaks the silence. Han, you're gonna torture me, huh? McCoy, oh, don't be so crude. I'm a doctor. Let's just say that I'm authorized to do to you anything which I feel is necessary. There's that edgy humor again. Han squirms. McCoy, but first, there's something I want to show you. He takes out his communicator and balances it on the edge of the bathtub so they can both see the screen. He turns on some kind of little video chat thing. Cut back to Leia and Kirk. Kirk is standing really inappropriately close behind Leia as she sits in the chair, and he's playing with her hair. She's all stiff and has that angry stone face expression like when a woman wants to whoop a man's ass, but she's trying to decide if it's worth it to risk possibly taking an ass whipping herself in order to defend her self-respect against said man. Kirk, you are so lovely, you know, inside and out. Sensitive, understanding, intelligent. He leans down and whispers in her ear, Kirk, you'd make an excellent queen for any nation of the galaxy. Leia just rolls her eyes. Kirk stands up and walks back around her to his side of the desk. Kirk, and who would you have by your side? Leia raises an eyebrow. Kirk, well, a queen can't rule alone. You must have a king to love and support you. Would you really rather have some rambling buccaneer, reckless, careless, most likely being unfaithful to you at every port? Or do you prefer a man who shares your love for humanity? A man who can be both sensible and sensitive. Someone you can trust to make all the right decisions. He leans over close to Leia like he's trying to seduce her or something, but she just waits for the right moment and then spits in his face. Yeah. Kirk steps back. He wipes off his face slowly, trying to pretend like it doesn't faze him. You know, like in those World War II movies, but you know he felt degraded. Kirk cuts the sweet talk. Alright, fine then. If you won't listen to reason, then perhaps emotion will be a better motivator. You are, after all, female. Oh my god, this asshole. Leia. Oh, that was a low blow. Kirk. Princess, I've hardly begun. He does the same thing as McCoy. He takes out his communicator and props it up on the desk, trying to open the little video chat thing, but it won't work for some reason. Yeah, ain't that the way? He taps it a couple times, but nothing happens. Kirk picks up the communicator, muttering to himself, God damn it, to Leia. Wait, just give me a moment. Leia sighs irritatedly. Kirk gets on the line with McCoy, cell phone style. Kirk, hey, Bones. Hey, are you getting Wi-Fi on your side? Uh-huh, mine's not working. Cut to McCoy on the other side, with Han in the background. McCoy, I don't know. I tried to open chat with you like 5 times, but it just keeps crashing. We need to download a better video app. See, I told you we should have upgraded when we had the chance. We don't have all day, Jim. Yeah, they're probably using like the free option, like a bunch of ads and shit on it. Kirk, alright, don't panic. Kirk hangs up and sighs, shaking his head and mumbling something under his breath about technology. He turns the communicator on and off and does a bunch of other troubleshooting stuff while Leia just sits there and watches awkwardly. Finally, he opens a new chat with McCoy. Kirk to Leia. Sorry, just a sec. Into the communicator. Are our systems in working order? Hi, kitties. McCoy, from the other end of the line. Everything looks good over here. Kirk, good. It was just a minor glitch then. He turns his attention back to Leia. Kirk, anyways, I was saying. He puts the communicator down on the desk again so she can see it, and she can see Han all tied up to the wall over the video chat. Kirk, there you are, the man you claim to love so deeply. Is he such a hero to you now? Cut back to McCoy's side. Leia. Hey! Yells at McCoy through the video chat. Let him go, you son of a bitch, that's not fair. McCoy. Watch your tongue, Missy. If I were you, I wouldn't be so quick to throw insults at someone with the kind of knowledge of the human body that I have. God. Leia and Han look at each other through the video chat thing like, shit, this is bad. McCoy chooses that moment to pick up his old-fashioned black bag off the floor. He unzips it. Does he even have a black bag in the show? I'm not sure. He might just have like a side pouch. I haven't watched the show in a while. He unzips it and turns it upside down, dumping out all the contents into the sink with a loud clatter of several instruments. We don't see what they are, but judging by the look on Han's face, ... It's not good news. Leia. Oh, baby, if I could be there right now, I would so hold your hand. Han, hold my hand. Are you kidding me? How about knocking this guy out and getting me the fuck out of here? Leia, right. Yeah, that's what I meant. McCoy, with a pair of wire cutters. Enough yakety yakking. He turns to Leia and gestures towards her with his tool. Enjoy your front row seats while I carve up your boyfriend like a Christmas goose. Oh, God. Leia, what's a Christmas goose? McCoy rolls eyes. Never mind. Cut back to Leia and Kirk. Leia shoots Kirk a dirty look. So this is how you intimidate your enemies, huh, you bastard? Well, you're pretty ruthless, I'll give you that. But you're forgetting one thing. Kirk. And what would that be? Suddenly, out of nowhere, the creepy-ass cop turns around and shoots Kirk right in the head. Kirk dropped down on the floor 1960s style. Leia stands up off the chair and fixes her hair and straightens her dress and shit. She closes the communicator. Leia. To Kirk. I'm bad. She turns back around to face the cop. He peels off his face, revealing that it's just a mask like in Mission Impossible, and underneath it's Spock. Leia, thanks for helping me out. I'm glad you didn't think my plan was too illogical. Spock, on the contrary, the primal instinct to protect one's mate, and consequently, to protect the continuation of one's own species, is one of the most base concepts of logic upon which many other concepts are built, and when one has the opportunity to better oneself, namely, myself accepting your bribe, and the risk for repercussion is low, and the opportunity for gain quite high, you will find that my actions were very logical indeed. Leia, ... Cool. She nods to him and then hurries out of the room. Cut back to McCoy and Han. McCoy is just taking a sweet-ass time, enjoying his position of power and not getting down to business yet. In other words, stalling. McCoy, you're gonna make a whole lot of music, creature of the night. God, all these quotes. Just then he looks over and sees that the video chat is frozen. McCoy drops the wire cutters on the ground, frustrated. God damn it, again. Why can't we get any good technology around here? I know those sons of bitches back at headquarters are giving it to everyone else. Why do they get off so much on screwing us over? He continues rambling on with multiple complaints as he fiddles with the communicator and tries to fix it. McCoy. And the wireless connection in here is absolutely worthless. Ever since that last blackout, it's really just fucking us upside down. It never stops, etc., etc. Then all of a sudden, dun 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 dun, our team of heroes kick open the door and burst into the torture room. Dawson, let our friend go, or else. McCoy looks at them all. He gives a dark chuckle. McCoy, and what could you rascals possibly do to me? Your weapons are all confiscated. Luke, a Jedi's power could bring you to justice. McCoy, you think? Just try. I'm a man of science and reason. Your archaic sorcery has no power here. Luke gets a little bit of a distressed look. He's right. I can't reach him. McCoy grabs a scalpel out of the sink. Now don't any of you come closer, or I'll... Joshie, how's this for science, motherfucker? She reaches into her pants and whips out, dun 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 dun, Chekhov's gun. Without a moment's hesitation, she pulls the trigger. Instead of a bullet or laser or anything, a wide spread of yellow light beams out of the pistol, bathing McCoy in its glow. He gets a look on his face like he just saw Jesus. You know the look. He does it now and again in the show. Then his expression just goes totally blank. He drops the scalpel to the floor, and he drops down on his knees. Heroes. Whoa. How many times do they say whoa? I need a counter for that, too. I swear to God, when I do the next story, the zombie one, I'm gonna keep, like, a notebook next to me, and I'm gonna keep tallies of, like, all the, like, drinking game type of shit. The light of the gun goes out. Joshie lowers the pistol. McCoy is down on the floor on hands and knees, looking like he just came back from the most intense vision quest imaginable. Then he faintly smiles a little bit, like Amelie. McCoy. Good God. He sits back on his heels and fiddles with his hair and laughs a little bit. Is that a typo or is that on purpose? I haven't felt like this in ages. So clean, so pure. I've been so miserable. I've treated everyone so miserably. He looks up at the others, half happy but also regretful. McCoy, you have to understand. I never wanted to hurt anybody. I just wanted to help people, that's all. The technology had come so far. It was so advanced, almost like magic. It seemed we could do anything. But Starfleet Command, they used me. They made me cold. They made me use my knowledge to intimidate and torture their enemies. All I ever did was help them gain more power. And it never ends. He shakes his head. The things I've seen, the things I've done. All right, 20 minutes exactly.